Hi guys, this is Rachel Jones. I'm the Treasurer of Light. If I haven't met you yet, I look forward to meeting you on Tuesday. I'm just going to go over a couple of enrichment forms that you'll need to know about and a couple of talking points. You'll have to forgive me. I'm struggling with allergies really bad, so I'm all raspy and a hot mess looking. First off, I just want to go over some forms that you'll be seeing. If you're teaching this semester, we have the Light Co-op Supply Reimbursement Form. This is if you are teaching and you need to be reimbursed for the supplies that you're going to be buying for your class. You'll just fill this out with your name, the class name, what the supplies were, and if you want to be reimbursed via PayPal or a check. And then you just staple the receipt to this. I need the receipt and all of this form filled out before you can get reimbursed. It's really hard on me when it's not all filled out for me to get that to you in a timely fashion. So this year I'm going to require that this is all filled out and the receipt stapled to the paper before I can give you a reimbursement. I've had people just give me receipts or just give me a blank form, and that's just really hard on me to remember who gave that to me or what that was for when it's yours and you know what it is and you can just fill it out really easy. The other form that I'm going to go over is the pre-purchase supplies. If you have a large like books or a science kit or something like that, and it's just a lot of money for you to do up front on your own, we can purchase those supplies for you so that you're not having to be out of pocket that a large amount. And so you would just fill this out instead of the reimbursement form. You would put this in my family folder just like the other one, Rachel Jones. And I might email and ask you, hey, you know, what all is this about? But I will try to get this ordered as soon as I can. But just like the other form, I need it to be all filled in so that I have a better starting point. Most supplies are gonna just use this one. I'll have both of these sitting out on Tuesdays next to the family folders. But again, you just fill it all out and staple the receipt and put it in my family folder. I will try to get you, if this is a PayPal, I will try to PayPal you the reimbursement before co-op's even over. If it's a check, please try to get this in my box in the morning. That way I can have the check in your family folder before the end of co-op so that you're not having to wait a whole week to get reimbursed with a check. And if you have any questions about that, please feel free to ask. I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting. The other thing I need to talk about is as a teacher, you have set your class budget. I know that's kind of hard to do, especially first-time teachers that aren't really sure how their class is going to go or exactly what all we have in the supply closet because nobody's gotten to see it. Please check the supply closet before you go and buy supplies. We have a lot of supplies in there that are just waiting to be used, and they're free, and that's not going to count against your class fee, which means more for something else. So please check the supply closet before you go. I know that there's last minute stuff like, oh my gosh, I forgot that I did this myself. I needed black construction paper. So I was texting Valerie, hey, do you know if there's black construction paper? I have to have it. So I know that there's last minute stuff and it might just be easier just to go buy it so you know for sure you have it. But if you can, maybe check the week before or a couple weeks before just to make sure that if it's in there and it's free, then use it. That being said, if the semester's going on and you're getting close to your budget, which you can anytime ask me, hey, how am I doing with my class budget? But if you're getting close and you're afraid that you're going to go over, please talk to me about it. We can work something out. I would much rather you come and talk to me about, hey, I'm afraid that I'm going to go over. Is there anything that we can do? Then either not turn in receipts to me because you'd feel bad about going over, or maybe we can work something out to where I'm okay with you going over a little bit. I would much rather do that than you spend your own money and be out of pocket when maybe it would be okay if you went over. again, this is not a free-for-all for like, hey, everybody, you don't have to stay in your budget. That's not what I'm saying at all. There is a class budget. You need to try to stick in it. But if I understand that things come up and it's hard, especially, like I said, the first semester, to kind of get a gauge of what a class budget is all about. So if there are things that come up and you're going to go over, and just come and talk to me. I am friendly and will talk to you about it. And I really just don't want you to go into your own pocket if you don't have to. So just come and talk to me about it. The last thing that I want to talk to everybody about is the fact that when you have a question for me or any other person on the board, it's a lot better if you email our Gmail account. Just because when we're having a conversation, it's easy for me to reference to go back to the Gmail account versus if you text me or if you personal email me or send me a message via Facebook. It's just hard for me to remember where you sent that message. So when I'm needing to go back and reference that conversation, it's much easier for me if it's in the Gmail account versus all these other accounts. And that way it will help all of us really to kind of keep it better organized. If you send an email and I haven't responded, please, you can double check with me about, hey, I'm just making sure that everything's okay. But please remember that all of us are still homeschooling our kids. And as much as we love Light and we love pouring into this community, we also still need to respect that there are people that are trying to still school their kids and maybe do other things. And so I can't always guarantee that I'm going to get right back to you because especially in the mornings or early afternoons, we're still trying to get through our school stuff. So just be respectful of that. And if it is a serious situation, don't hesitate to text or email or whatever. And I will try to get to it as soon as possible, but I'm going to work really hard this year for myself on being more present with my kids, especially in the morning time, just because I need to make sure that we're getting school done. I think that's all I have to go over. If you have any questions, like I said, that I probably forgot to bring up in this video, please stop me on Tuesday and ask me or send me an email. And I will try to answer it and see if there's any other things that we need to go over. I just want to remind everybody real quick too that shirts are due. The shirt orders are due on Tuesday and they have to be paid by Tuesday. If you haven't paid for them on Tuesday, then I cannot order your shirts. So please make sure that you have that done, and also make sure that you paid your class fees. We have, I know it's crazy with Harvey and stuff. So just make sure that you've got that covered, or if you plan to pay me on Tuesday, that's fine too. I just want to remind everybody while I've got you. So I look forward to seeing everybody on Tuesday, and I hope y'all are excited.